Hello everyone, I greet you in the name of God Almighty. My name is Apostle Nathan Salas, and today we have a very interesting video to react to. And this one says that this US lecturer introduced hundreds of students to how to pray for Muslims. Okay, I believe that this is going to be a very interesting one, since the lecturer happens to be from a Christian background, and then also from a Christian nation. Okay, so if today happens to be the first time of you checking out my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Facebook and Instagram. And if you have any video you want me to react to, don't forget to drop it at the comment section and I'm going to check it out. So guys, before we get on to the video, I'm a theologian and I make this video not to discredit anyone's thought or opinion. This is basically for educational purposes, and I believe that at the end of this video we all are going to learn from this. So guys, without any further ado, let's get on to this video and check this out.
We'll do the call to prayer, and so Muslim men, you'll naturally like come up to the front because it's just like what you do, right?
This is the prayer now for the call to adhan. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Hayya ala salati, hayya ala al-falah. Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah.
You know, a lecturer in America introduced how to pray to hundreds of students. How do you think they reacted? See this video clip until it's finished, so as not to misunderstand it. A unique scene occurred at one of the leading universities in the United States, namely at Penn State University, where there was a lecturer named Dr. Sam Richards telling his experience of visiting a mosque in Turkey and felt how extraordinary it was to pray for the first time as a non-Muslim.
A few years back, I was in Istanbul, and this is the Blue Mosque in Istanbul. And I stayed in a hotel right across from the Blue Mosque. And you know, imagine the call of prayer coming from the Blue Mosque.
Yes.
I'm just constantly being drawn outside. It's the most beautiful. It's one of really the most beautiful structures I've ever seen. So this is what it's like when the mosque, when it's full on the inside. It's a massive structure, beautiful structure. And see how people are lined up in this way. Okay. So I go to the next slide. When I went into the mosque in the middle of the day, I took my shoes off and I went out and walked around to look at it. And at some point in time, I was drawn to sit down in a meditative posture. And I sat down against one of the pillars, really going into this beautiful space and not knowing, because I sort of pulled myself out of my mind a little, not realizing that people were starting to line up. So you think back to that other photo of people lining up, right? And so as I'm sitting there, I suddenly I feel something, and I open my eyes, and there's a couple guys calling me up because you got to fill in the spaces. So what happened was, I realized, oh shit, I'm about to pray for the first time in a mosque, and then it was like, oh cool. This is going to be really cool because I'm called up. Now I got to stand up and no one knows I'm not Muslim, right? So I'm like, okay, here we go. And I'm just standing and I'm looking out. I'm trying to be unobtrusive.
And what happened then was that, to facilitate his explanation of how Muslims pray, Richards then called several of his students to model the correct prayer movements. And this incident was witnessed by hundreds of other students.
So, but here's what I want to do. I need a couple more Muslim men who could come up and who we could do the prayer with. Bassam. So listen.
Let's hear the sound for the calling for prayer.
Oh yeah, okay. So we'll do the call to prayer, and so Muslim men, you'll naturally like come up to the front because it's just like what you do, right?
Yeah. And then you have
What's he saying?
I swear there is only one God, and there is no other God.
Which is the Christian God and the Jewish God, by the way. Remember, there's only one. It's the same one. Who do we have? Seriously, bro. It's got to be you, man. Come on, dog. Who else? And now I need someone. I need a Christian. I need someone who's a man who's a Christian. We'll just do a Christian. No, who's Jewish? Better yet, I need a Jewish man. Who do I have? I need a Jew. Jewish man. Dude, come down, man. Okay, so here's the deal. So listen, what I want you to do, bro, is you're gonna be me. Okay? And this room is filled up with Muslims, and you got to do what they do, and you can't let them know you don't know what the hell's going on. All right? Okay? You have no idea. You can't give yourself away.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Hayya ala salat, hayya ala al-falah. Qad qamatis salat, qad qamatis salat. Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar means God is great. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, it means I swear there's only God, the only one I follow him. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, I testify that Muhammad is his prophet. Hayya ala salah, come to prayer. Qad qamat salah, it means time for prayer. And then la ilaha illallah, I swear there's only God, one God. Go ahead.
Dude, nice. You killed it. Yeah. The only thing you didn't do, you had your nose on the ground, not your forehead, which is okay, right? But you did amazing. Dude, you were only a little bit behind him, and you were far enough behind him that and also you didn't bring your hands up. Like you guys didn't do this with your ears.
Sam, there's many different ways of praying.
Okay.
In Islam, we have 5 prayers. This one, the way they did it, it's like 2. Twice they go up and down. In the morning, it's 2. Midday, it's 4. They have to repeat it 4 times. In the afternoon, it's 4. At sunset, it's 3. And later in the evening, it's 4. So altogether, 5 times.
Prayer is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Completing the 5 daily prayers in the way taught by Prophet Muhammad is an obligation for all adult Muslims, those who have reached puberty, and should be strictly required of children aged 10 and over. It is believed that communication with Allah is critical to strengthening the faith of the believer. Muslims believe that Allah speaks to us through the Quran, and Salah is our means of responding to Allah. Whether you're just curious as to how Muslims pray, or if you're looking to learn for yourself, it's never too early to start. The obligation to pray for every Muslim who has reached the age of puberty has been established in the Quran and the Hadith of Prophet Muhammad. And establish prayer and give alms, and bow down with those who bow down. Quran Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 43. Offer prayers. Indeed, they prevent abominable and forbidden deeds. Quran Surah Al-Ankabut, verse 45.
Wow, that's a very interesting video, listening and then watching this lecturer and then also his fellow students, of course, doing the prayers, and then him actually sharing his account when he was in Turkey, and then how he was hearing the call to prayer and in where he was, that's from the blue mosques, and then he saw the way the Muslims were doing and all those things, and then it becomes in a sense very interesting something for him, and then that's why he feels like, oh no, it would be a good thing for him to share some of those things, his experience with his students. So that's why he called them, so that they can be able to do some of those things, okay, for him to see again. but I don't know if today is actually the right time for me to share this kind of a thing. But somewhere, I think around I think it was December, either first week of December or something like that. Yes, so I went to this Muslim woman. Of course, she sell all these provision store and then all that. So I went to her place, and then she was listening to this radio, and then I think it was around in the afternoon thereabout, I think around 2 thereabout. So they were calling to prayers, right? And I don't just know what happened to me, because as I was just there, and then the thing started like on the radio. Then they were like, then they were doing the call to prayers in the radio. Then they started that Allahu Akbar, Allah. Like, do you know what happened to me? I just see, like, this is how I just put my hand, okay, like this. Then I was standing like the way the Muslims were doing. Then she kind of looked at me. She was like, then when they were doing the prayers, like, and then I was just standing like that, like very quiet, okay. Then as I was standing, they were doing the prayers and then all those things. Then I now remember that, wait, Newton, what is really going on with you? Then I put down my hand, like I put down my hand. Then after that, then she was looking at me like quietly. Then she was like, Newton, what is happening? I was like, oh, nothing. I was like, Hajia. I was like, I don't even know, because I just thought I was just putting my hand like that. I don't just know what happened. Like, the thing is like as if there was a spirit or something that is just entering me, that is making me to, you know, I don't just get it. But like, well, may God have mercy on me. I don't just understand it. Okay. She was like, then Newton, why don't you accept Islam? Then I kept quiet. I was not be able to say anything, but then I'm not going to continue with this narration though. Let's just continue focus on whatever that happened in this very video. Just like I said, of course, it's actually a beautiful thing, you understand, watching people, you understand, praying and all those things. And at the end of the day, whatever they are doing is actually to the glory of God, and not necessarily about the glory of human or any other thing. Okay, they are just, you understand, praising God, and it's actually a good thing seeing them doing it, you understand, uniformly. And the way they pray, like the 5 times prayers thing, like seriously, it tends to attract innocent people to their religion. And that's why I've been saying that it's not like because Muslims go anywhere to go and do anything, but people are seeing it from them, especially some of them who are into business. When you ask them how much is this, they can tell you the truth. Like, when it comes to honesty and truth, like, I don't know, that's for the Muslims that I've always in a sense have encountered with, like, they are very truthful. Like, oh God, they are just good people. That's just the truth about it. I don't even have anything in a sense against them. Like, that will be like, oh nah, those people, they are just very good. I have to be very honest. And there are people that they like giving. Okay, when it comes to giving, they are very good at it. When it comes to all this unity, you know, the way they talk, the way they conduct themselves, you understand, is very beautiful, you understand, being around them. So I'm not just surprised, in a sense, of the lecturer, in a sense, of what, you understand, he do. I know that a lot of you have thought an opinion, in a sense, concerning this video, and I want to drop it at the comment section. Let's all learn from one another. So this is the end of my video. If you like my reaction, if you like, share and subscribe, and if you have any video you want me to react to, don't forget to drop it at the comment section, and I'm going to check it out. So guys, you remain blessed, and I see you in my next video. Bye bye.